Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk all about Hollister, Missouri, and why you should move to Hollister, what the town is like, and also the different areas around Hollister to help with your real estate search. Hollister, Missouri is actually just 1.5 miles from Branson, and it's important to know that Hollister is its own city with its own school district and even its own college. Today we're going to learn about the history of Hollister, what it's like today, and of course all about the real estate. So Hollister, Missouri is quite a small town. It's got a lot of history, and it was here before Branson was much of anything. And actually it started with the railway, because in the Ozarks back in the day, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, the main source of income was agricultural crops, and then also the timber. So there had to be a way to carry the timber out of the Ozarks, and so the railway made it much easier. And it allowed people to travel from Springfield to Hollister, because with just a horse and buggy, it took about 5 days to make that trip. So it really opened up the area with the railway. And so Hollister still has the railway here, although it's not in operation. The station was completed in 1910, and it's still here today, and now it's actually the community center for the downtown area. It's amazing when you look at these buildings that they're still standing, right? So a lot of them have the native stone and the same sidewalks, and so there's just so much history here. As you can imagine, lots of tourists started visiting the Ozarks when the train came in, and that's when the little English village that we see today on Downing Street was built. And actually this was a resort built by William Johnson, who was a realtor, developer, and a lawyer. And this was built from 1910 to 1911. Other hotels came along, like the Grandview Hotel in 1926, which is no longer there. So Hollister kind of went through a lot of fires and went through the Great Depression. And by the 70s and 80s, it was kind of, not really what it is today. So it wasn't until 2010 that the old English Inn was restored and operating again that Downing Street really kind of took off. And now, 11 years later, we have some of the greatest restaurants, some of the best pizza places and brew houses. One of my favorite places to eat is the Pour House. Also, La Hacienda has been here a while, and they have great food. So it's really kind of more of a eclectic, artistic kind of town. We have some cute little shops here and flea markets, and a great coffee house, which I also love. So Hollister is a great place to visit once again. And now that we're getting the overflow of Branson being so busy, these little towns are taking off again, which is really cool. So then Hollister kept growing to the south on 65, which Lowe's came along, Harder House next to C of O, College of the Ozarks. And then we have Country Mart, we have Menards, and Walgreens. So it really has everything that you need combined with the downtown area. Okay, so let's talk real estate and neighborhoods now of Hollister. The first part I'm going to talk about is the old part, which is around Downing Street downtown, and then up on the hill. You'll recognize some streets called Evergreen, Presbyterian, and Knox. This is directly across from the Branson Landing up on that hilltop and winds around down to the downtown part of Hollister. So a lot of these homes were built early on and throughout the 60s and the 70s. They make great first-time homes for first-time home buyers, and also good rentals. So with the growing area of Hollister and Branson, these are probably pretty good investments. Okay, so the next part I'm going to talk about is behind College of the Ozarks. And this is where 65 and Acacia Club Road meet, and they kind of do this circle. You're getting closer to Table Rock Dam, which you might be familiar with the overlook on 165. So there's some neighborhoods scattered about in this area. And as you're getting closer to Table Rock, you're going to notice those prices are going to jump up a bit and the homes are going to get a little bigger. There's a great neighborhood on Acacia Club Road and lots of homes in here. And this seems to be a growing area with some newer homes being built in here too, I've noticed. So you're getting into more of that mid-range kind of price, probably in the 300 range. And you're getting some great lake access where you're close to Table Rock Lake and close to Taneycomo. So this is a great area that seems to keep growing a little bit, but it hasn't been overbuilt yet. The next section we're going to talk about is where Hollister actually meets Table Rock Lake, and there's only a little section of it. There's an area called Poverty Point down Dale, and these homes have been here for a little while, and they have gone up in value just because of the location alone. So if you're searching for lakefront property, you might want to put in the city of Hollister to add in this little section. And then also to the south of that is Emerald Point, and Emerald Point is a little more luxurious. It has some condos, some nice villas, and some really nice luxury large homes. So Emerald Point has been a great area too, just because of the location, and the views that you get here are amazing. Just a little south of this, you're kind of getting into that Ridgedale area, but this is still Hollister, where Branson Canyon is, along Clevenger Cove, and there's some nice lake homes back in here as well, and they're also building some new ones I've noticed. So this is where Hollister kind of ends and blends into Ridgedale as we get into Big Cedar. So the next part of Hollister would be from Top of the Rock to the Branson Airport. There's actually a lot of homes down Fruit Farm Road over to the east of 65 that were built in the early 2000s, late 90s. And then also all of the properties around the Paynes Valley Golf Course and Buffalo Ridge, which is owned by Big Cedar Lodge. You can buy, duplexes here, nice golf villas, and, a more upscale type of property on the golf course. So what Big Cedar Lodge has done, they've just made the area better and have made Hollister grow even more. So Hollister is a really great area to look for real estate just because it's close to Big Cedar Lodge, the lake, and you have all 4 golf courses, including Buffalo Ridge, Top of the Rock, and Paynes Valley, which was designed by Tiger Woods. So Big Cedar has really just made the area a lot better, and I'm really glad for that because it kind of brings a different attraction to the Ozarks, because it kind of goes back to why people visited the Ozarks in the first place, was to enjoy the outdoors and go fishing. So I think that's really, really great that we have that, and it just makes the area better. To seeing you in the next video. Take care, guys.